What if I told you I had definitive proof and evidence to back my claims that the carnivore diet is the most healthy diet there is, the most beneficial to your long-term health, your heart health, your cardiovascular health, and your fitness in general? That's what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. I'm going to be talking about the benefits of the carnivore diet on your resting heart rate. Now, as some of you may know, your heart rate can be a key indicator of your heart's health. If you have a heart that is functioning efficiently, you're going to have a lower heart rate. And this can be measured very easily by wearing a fitness tracker. And also, if you don't have a fitness tracker, you can also measure your resting heart rate by simply taking your two fingers and putting them on the inside of your palm where you can find a pulse, and just count the number of beats that you feel in 30 seconds, and you multiply that by 2, and that number will be your resting heart rate. It's important that when you do measure your resting heart rate, you want to be pretty relaxed. Ideally, you would do this in the morning while you're still in bed before you get up. So that being said, resting heart rate, as I already said, is a key indicator of your heart's health. The lower your heart rate, the better off you're going to be. Athletes are known to have heart rates below 60 beats per minute. Usain Bolt, his resting heart rate is, I believe, like 33 beats per minute. So as you can see, this number typically for the average adult is usually somewhere between 70 and 100. If your resting heart rate is in between those numbers 70 and 100, you would be deemed someone with a healthy and average heart rate. Obviously, as I just mentioned, the lower that number, the lower your resting heart rate, is going to be a key indicator of your heart health and your heart efficiency. Exercise is a very huge factor when it comes to your resting heart rate. But in my situation and the evidence that I'm going to be providing to you guys, and what I have to say about it is that diet is also very important, a very big factor. A lot of people can lower their resting heart rate with exercise alone, but when you compound that with fixing your diet, diet is going to become just as important in reducing that number. While exercising regularly, I've been exercising regularly for over a year now. When I joined the military, we PT every day. When I came home, I still continued to work out. I still continued to run. And I started wearing a fitness tracker to track my runs. I did not realize that the fitness tracker was actually going to give me more quantitative information about what's going on with my health in terms of my resting heart rate. As you wear a fitness tracker, it tracks your resting heart rate indefinitely. So long as it's charged, it's just going to continue to track. So I always took notice to my resting heart rate. And my resting heart rate when I came home was about 80 beats per minute. Not very good, pretty average. It wasn't anything to write home about. But the reason I'm making this video is because when I actually changed my diet, I cut out sugars, I cut out carbohydrates, and I began this carnivore meat-based diet. And just as a disclaimer, I still do eat vegetables. I cycle carbs, I cycle vegetables in and out of my diet. Once or twice a week, I'll have some vegetables. Especially on days when I run, I like to get some more carbohydrates. So I'll have some sweet potato, or maybe some rice, something like that. The point being is that when I actually changed my diet, and when I started taking cod liver oil to balance the ratios of omega-3 fats to omega-6 fats, I began to notice that my resting heart rate started to go down. And as I said, when I first came home, um, maybe about going on 7 months now, uh, maybe closer to 8 months, I came home. My resting heart rate was 80 beats per minute. Now, my resting heart rate is 60 beats per minute. And when I started to notice my resting heart rate going down was in direct correlation to when I began this diet, when I started eating uh, grass-fed beef, grass-fed lamb, omega-3 eggs, cheese. Um, Basically, I went from a carbohydrate based diet where I was getting most of my calories from carbohydrates to a diet where I'm getting my calories from high quality animal fats. I also began taking cod liver oil. I take a lot of cod liver oil. I take probably 1.5 times the recommended dosage of, I have it right here. It's Norwegian cod oil. This is not the best cod liver oil that you can get. But I just happened to find this like really inexpensive, and I picked up a couple bottles of it. And I have about a month left. These are gel caps, and I'm looking to get something that does not come in a capsule and is more quality product that I can continue taking, but I'll use these. This, I believe, has a lot to do with it. Um, so, as I was saying, high quality animal fats, high quality uh, animal protein, and getting your calories from animal fats and from fats, a balanced fats, making sure you get enough omega-3 fatty acid is going to have you see benefits when it comes to your overall health, your fitness, uh, and your heart health, as the video is about. It's about your resting heart rate. Um, I believe it's also important to get sun exposure and make sure you're getting the appropriate amount of vitamin D. Uh, as we move into the warmer months now, I'm noticing that I'm getting a lot more sun, and I think that may also have something to do with it as well. My resting heart rate is dropping drastically, and ideally I would like to get it in the 40s and 50s. So I'm going to continue on my diet. I'm going to continue exercising, and I'll probably update you guys sometime in the future, hopefully with some good news to say. My resting heart rate is now 40 beats per minute, and my heart is working incredibly efficiently. This can take you some time to see benefits from something like this. This is what wasn't something that I saw immediately. I've been on the carnivore based diet for the better part of about 3-4 months now. And I didn't immediately notice this. It took some weeks, and I just really started to notice it about 2 months. I saw my resting heart rate was starting to go down. And then over the past few weeks, over the past couple weeks, I say, is when I noticed it drop down into the 60s and drop down to 60 beats per minute. So to go from a resting heart rate of 80 beats per minute to 60 beats per minute is a 25% decrease in resting heart rate. And I guarantee you guys, this only happened because of my diet. I exercise regularly, as I already stated. So there's only so much the exercise is going to do for you without having a proper diet. So this is definitive proof that the carnivore diet works. If you can manage to get the bulk of your calories from high quality animal fats, you will start to see benefits that you did not think were possible. Um, there's so much misinformation out there. There's people pushing plant-based and vegan diets. They cannot provide you guys with any type of proof like this. This is very amazing, and I was very excited once I realized that this was happening, and the benefits that I was getting from it. It just really inspires you to take control of your health when it comes to these things. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys actually go ahead and test your resting heart rate, see where you are right now, um, make changes, get out there, exercise, get some sun, um, get those healthy fats in your diet, and hopefully you guys will notice a decrease in your resting heart rate as well. But that's all I wanted to talk to you guys today about. If it's not about topics that I cover in this video or in prior videos, then just don't talk to me.